Vigilamos el tiempo y vamos a pescar en Tampa, claro que sí, el Gag Grouper que acaba de abrir septiembre 1. Pero como siempre paso por mi tienda favorita con preparaciones de ir a pescar y esta vez cojo un combination frigate. Escogí unas líneas trenzadas más grandes de lo que pide el carrete porque en sí esto no es una vara de pescar cherna, pero la voy a usar. Rápidamente, mientras Chris le pone la línea al frigate 5000, busco unos anzuelos heavy duty circulares para la pesca de la cherna, unos plomitos y una parada de 50 libras.
Después de amanecer, vamos a sentir la misma sed. ¿Para qué pensar?
Tampa bound, baby.
No preguntes cosas que no sé. Yo no sé.
Mi gente, vamos a Tampa a pescar y tenemos que lucir más o menos, porque si no el pescado se va. ¿No es verdad, Jorge? ¿Qué tú crees?
Estamos con Dieguito.
¿Qué hacemos?
Vamos a hacer un peladito que los pescados se le van a pegar solos.
Eso es lo que hace
De
falta.
verlo nada más.
Eso es lo que hace falta.
De verlo
Candela.
nada
A Tampa nos vamos a pescar con los tampeños.
You was laughing at me, I was doing James Dean. You was the prettiest girl I've ever seen. When you hold your eyes and pescando en los callos, eso es lo que quiero. Con el capitán que se llama Diego, yo no me quejo. Puedes ir a pescar rubia, cherna y colorado. Diego es un gran capitán, del mar está enamorado. Pescando en los callos con el capitán Diego, alegría del amor, con él disfrutaremos. Cada semana especial, entretenimiento.
Pescando los callos traído ustedes por Florida Fish and Wildlife, Sunshine Gasoline, Mr. Glass Windows and Doors, Mi Vestuario FITK Made in USA, Mercury Marine, Mako Boats, Bass Pro Shops y Cabela. Su aventura empieza aquí. Back in Tampa.
Yes, glad to have you back.
Thank you, Harold. Thank you.
Been a while.
Thank you.
Been a while. A couple hurricanes, but glad to have you back.
You know, I haven't been here since pre-hurricane, actually around COVID, I came and
That's
fished.
right. Yes, you did fish during COVID. Yes, you did. That's right. We fished on Tom's farewell voyage on his boat.
On his boat? That's
Yes,
right.
yes,
That's right.
we fished on
And
the fair.
coincidentally, you know, I was talking to Chris and she says, hey, this is a farewell voyage for your boat.
I believe it's going to be. I hate to get rid of this boat, but anyway, it was a good boat. Great boat.
Well, it's still under your name. It hasn't gone yet. We got to fish tomorrow morning first.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
know what? But the boss says it's got to go. It's got to go.
That's the FOMO you were talking about.
Nos cogió de sorpresa. Planeamos este día de pesca y era la luna llena, no nos dimos cuenta. No es bueno para la pesca de la cherna, pero ya veremos. Nos preparamos y salimos aquí del pueblito histórico, claro que sí, de esponjeros y de piratas, conocido como aquí en Tarpon Springs, Florida, en Tampa. Tempranito por la mañana vamos a preparar el carrete frigate, que le pusimos 30 libras. Esto en sí no es una vara para usar para pescar cherna, pero yo soy un atrevido, a mí me gusta el challenge de parar ese pescado antes que llegue al fondo. Por eso que le puse 30 libras. Este 5000 solo pide 20, le puse 30 para que me dé un edge. Simplemente me dé un edge. Pero me encanta sentir que ese pescado está llegando a su piedra, regresando a su piedra y poder pararlo. Que muchas veces no lo puedes parar. Pero vamos a ver. Okay, here we go. First time for me, Harold, coming out of Tarpon Springs, Florida. There's a lot of history here.
There is. It's all Greek and it's all the old sponge divers. That's how it started. And it started here and in Key West, and they had a lot of competition between Tarpon Springs and Key West for sponge diving. And that and the cigar factories would be in Key West, and they moved up to Tampa here. But so there's a lot of history between the two places here.
A lot of families in Key West also have their loved ones up here.
Yes, that's true. That's very true. Yeah.
Tarpon Springs.
Tarpon Springs. So big Greek community. Still dive for sponges here.
Really?
Yes, they still do. Yes, they still dive for sponges here.
just a little bit too far. Walked out and forgot to pay our tab. Skipped out on a 2-star Uber. Stole a 1-800 scooter. Shipwrecked that thing in the sand. And if we wake up in handcuffs, at least we'll be holding hands. Tonight we walk in the plank. Ain't no stopping till this ship sinks. She's singing, come sail away.
So basically what that does is marks the area.
Marks the spot. Grouper, they'll hang on one rock. They like structure. Black grouper, very structure oriented. Red grouper, they like a popcorn bottom. They'll be scattered around, you know, over a flat bottom with this little, what we call a ledge here, which is the old shoreline where it drops off a little bit, or it's going to be rocks or something, you know, or a wreck or something. You know. But mostly it's just big rocks.
That's why it's so important to stay right on top.
To get right on. They won't, you know, they don't range out very far to come after the bait.
You know, nowadays with modern day electronics and you know, spot lock and stuff like that, you pretty much get on top.
You get on top of them pretty
and you
much.
mark them and you deploy your electric motor and that's it.
Right. Sometimes you like to be a little bit off the spot so you're not dropping right into the rock and get tangled up.
So your leader's what, 50, 60 pound test? You like to use heavy leader?
Yeah, because of the rocks. I use actually I think I'm using 80.
80, makes sense. Okay.
Just for the diameter. Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, I want my first gag on this frigate.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna eat them.
I hope so.
Fish with runs here.
She's singing, come sail away. And I'm chasing her love like the waves.
El avío tradicional. Tradicional para la pesca de la cherna. Que siempre ha sido el quita vuelta, el plomo arriba, unos 2 pies de parada, y en este caso un suelo circular. Para si el pez es pequeño puede soltarlo, no matarlo.
Tonight we walk in the plank. Ain't no stopping till this ship sinks. She's singing, come sail away.
Almost ready. Dude, you got the ocean eyes.
Yeah. You told me to get those, I got them. I went with Spaceman Bruce, my astronaut neighbor, and he had a pair on.
Really, ocean eyes?
Yeah.
Really?
He said he's got 200 pairs of glasses and they're the best.
Looks like a small gag. Move the line over.
What do we have?
I think he's got a small gag.
There we go. Monster.
Hey, black bass, a nice one though.
Sea bass, black sea bass.
You ever ate one of those?
Have I? No, I have never eaten one of those.
Vamos a ver si me pega una chernita, por lo menos una cherna roja que me encanta el calamar. Vamos a cambiar porque no he tenido suerte con el pinfish vivo. Vamos a poner el calamar que normalmente es lo que le gusta a la cherna colorada.
Alright, come on, take it.
Este está corriendo como una cherna, pero pequeña, no muy grande. Y ahí está. Una cherna colorada. Un poquito me voy en blanco. Mira qué cosa más linda. Una cherna colorada. Esta no tiene tamaño, tiene que tener 20 pulgadas. Vamos a dejarla ahí. Y vamos a hablar con el oficial del FWC sobre la pesca de lo que venimos a buscar hoy, que es el Gag Grouper. Ya estamos ahí, vamos a soltarlo.
We started off with dead bait to kind of get the smell in the water, and now we're going to put a live pinfish down and see if he'll eat that. Pretty big pinfish, big fish, big bait. We'll see what we get. The standard West Coast Florida grouper rig. 40-pound line and 60 to 80-pound leader usually. We used to use a lot heavier stuff, but We've gone lighter over the years. This is actually a little heavier than some guys even use now.
So you like to come here and deploy dead bait first for the scent.
Yeah, it's like chumming, except you're chumming down deep. Some guys will put a bunch of baits on there and jerk them off and just, come up and rebait again. But traditionally, we like to use dead bait at least for the first few minutes to get the scent in the water, and then they usually prefer the live bait. In the wintertime, when the water's cold, very often dead bait actually works better than live bait because they don't have the energy. The water's too cold to swim too fast. The water will get down into high 50s here sometimes, and very often bait that smells good gets more fish than a live bait. Oh! Oh! You gotta get the first 5 feet. You gotta get in the first 5 feet.
Does it feel like him?
It feels like he's the man. Had a big pinfish on there.
He's a big boy.
Feels like he might be legal. He might be legal.
It's a big fish.
I think he might be there if we can get him in. Woo! Oh, get the gaff.
That's a big boy. That's a big boy. Nice.
That'll work, won't it? Tampa Gag. That's dinner. Big bait, big fish.
Bueno, cayó el primero y sabiendo que las chernas son territoriales, es normal coger una, dos o tres en una área, pero siempre es bueno en la pesca de la cherna moverse y buscar otro pesquero, y ahí habrán otras más. Seguimos con la pesca.
Somos los que amanecemos temprano, los primeros en llegar y los últimos en salir. La pesca es nuestra vida. Sabemos que no siempre es lo que está en la red. Es la unión con un amigo, es nuestra pasión. Empezamos otra temporada en el agua. En Bass Pro Shops y Cabela's, con buenos especiales en productos de pescas y lanchas. Incluyendo una lancha Bass Tracker por menos de $5 al día. Bass Pro Shops y Cabela's, su aventura empieza aquí.
¿Está usted cansado de pasar trabajo con los jugs de combustible? Esas líneas largas en las gasolineras. Simplifique todo ese trabajo con Sunshine Fuel Delivery. Con entregas convenientes a su residencia o lugares comerciales, charterboat operations, langosteros o party boats. Sunshine Gasoline les ofrece un servicio profesional, sirviendo petróleo, Red 90 para su embarcación o regular. Ahora sirviendo todos los cayos de la Florida, Dade and Broward County. Hay varios componentes básicos para pescar, como avíos, cañas y carretes, una buena carnada y un buen sonar que marque fondo y pez. Pero un buen engo de calidad es primordial para activar la picada. Tournament Master Chum solo usa ingredientes frescos, usando 100% carnada Menhaden, cual es inmediatamente refrigerada y procesada el mismo día. Esto hace que la calidad del engo sea más efectivo y duradero, y es por eso que Tournament Master Chum es superior. Pruébelo y verán la calidad. Sabroso hasta el último buchito. Tournament Master Chum. I'm watching you work the electronics on your boat, and I reflect back in the days that I'm sure you used Loran C, and maybe even further back.
When we first started, we didn't have Loran. So you would go out of a port, and you always made sure you had something in the background you could come back to, be it a water tower. And so when you went out, you went a certain course. And so say you went 270, and you didn't want to deviate very much from that course because you had to come back, the opposite of that. And if who knows, the weather could be bad, could be dark, whatever. So you had to be very cautious about it. You didn't want to deviate very much. And so when I first started, it was a Ray Jefferson.
Wow.
Ray Jefferson. And so they had a machine, the depth recorder, and it was a flasher. And it would flash, 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 flash. And then all of a sudden when it would drop down, you knew that was a little ledge. I always had a jug handy. You would throw a jug. And so you'd come back and anchor on it. But it was a flash. And then they got a paper recorder, and it would record there. And so you could follow it. And I don't know if you remember the paper recorders, but the stylus actually burned the paper.
When I moved to Key West in 1988, I took my 20-foot Mako, and they had I believe it was a Cytex or a Lowrance.
Yes.
Might have been a Lowrance, and it was a paper machine, and you would see the burning.
Yes.
It was phenomenal.
Yes.
And the paper, you had to change the paper because
So
you burned through it.
what we would do is turn the paper around, so you got to do it twice.
I never did that. That was a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't think I had it long enough.
Yes.
I don't think I had it. And you know, back then all of a sudden we started getting these machines. They were black and white.
And the first screens, I don't know if you remember, but the sun would hit them and you couldn't see a doggone thing. Yeah, they've come a long ways. They're unbelievable now compared to what they used to be. You know, the bottom machines are.
You know, it's incredible. You mark a ledge, whatnot, boom, you mark it, and you come right back to it. It drops your waypoint mark, and you come right. Incredible.
They've made it so easy. And
Tanto tiempo disfrutamos de este amor, nuestras almas se acercaron, tanto así
Big ronco.
que yo guardo tu calor.
Big ron.
Pero tú
Ronco amarillo. Lo tremendo ronco. Miren el tamaño de este ronco. Y los convencí que los frieran enteros y se los coman, que esto es más rico que hasta la rabirrubia. In the fish box, right? You want them in the fish box? Muchas personas me preguntan, ¿qué carrete puedo comprar? Algo económico, algo bueno, algo para regalar, algo para empezar. Y yo siempre recomiendo el carrete frigate, siendo los carretes solo o los combos vendidos aquí en Bass Pro Shops, un producto de Offshore Angler. Estos carretes empiezan desde el 3000, este es el 4000, 3000, 4000, 5000, 6000, 7000 y 8000. Los pequeños se prestan para pescar las cuberetas en el manglar, el bonefish en los bajos, hasta para la rabirrubia, de 4000 hasta el 5000. El 5000 es especial para la pesca de la rabirrubia. El 5000, si la rabirrubia está grande o hay serruchos en el área, pueden subir a un 6000. Ahora, el 7000 y el 8000 se los recomiendo para quimbumbear. Le pueden poner línea trenzada derecho al carrete, ya que el carrete viene preparado con su goma para poder amarrarle la línea trenzada directamente al carrete. Le pueden poner monofilamento abajo, que es siempre recomendado para rellenar. Si el carrete es de 150 yardas y el spool pide 300 yardas, pueden rellenarlo con monofilamento. Pero a mí me gusta ponerle braid si cabe al carrete entero. Estos carretes los venden sueltos, como les expliqué, pero también pueden comprar el combo. El combo viene en 3 diferentes tamaños. Uno más liviano, el medium, que fue el que yo escogí con el 5000, o uno heavy que también viene con 7000. Estos carretes están hechos de aluminio y el shaft principal es de acero inoxidable, stainless steel. También tienen unos frenos de carbon washers con acero inoxidable. Estos carretes, yo siempre les recomiendo, como todos carretes, enjuagarlo bien con agua cuando usted termine, especialmente en la pesca de agua salada. Para un regalo, para pescar los puentes, estos carretes, esos frigate combos son excelentes. Pueden shop online, pero yo siempre les recomiendo que pasen por la tienda. Siendo aquí de Miami, Dania, si van a los Cayos Worldwide Sportsman, visiten la tienda, que también ahí van a recibir una asistencia profesional de todos los empleados aquí en Bass Pro Shops, que no es igual que shop online. Aquí se le saluda. Bass Pro Shops y Cabela's, frigate combos, frigate reels, especial.
Diego, that looks like a good one, man. Looks like a good one. Don't lose him. Don't lose him.
gozo de la vida sube otra vez.
Eso que baja ya ni se ve.
Y las habichuelas no se pueden comer.
Una libra de arroz y una cuarta de café.
A nadie le importa qué piensa usted.
¿Será porque aquí
No hablamos inglés. Es verdad.
Oh
Es
yeah,
verdad.
this might be in the group.
Es verdad.
I don't know how he hit, when he hit, but he hit. Amigo, aquí está la cherna.
Si la gasolina sube otra vez.
eso que baja ya ni se ve.
Y la democracia no puede crecer.
La constitución juega ajedrez.
A nadie le importa.
Nice fish. Vara para Portavara. Miren, amigo, qué cosa más linda. This was not legal. This was not 24. But 3 gags in the boat.
Well, this is the last spot, and we always catch them in the last spot.
Always catch them on the last spot, huh?
There you go.
Awesome. We're going to release this one. And I used a circle hook, number 4, from Offshore Angler. Gag grouper, we're going to let him go. There we go. Solito se fue. Vamos a hablar con el FWC sobre las regulaciones de la cherna gag.
I'm Officer Aaron Gonzalez with Florida Fish and Wildlife, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about recreational gag grouper. The season just opened. It starts September 1st and it runs to September 14th. That's going to be the same for state waters and federal waters. Regulation-wise, you're allowed to harvest, each harvester, 2 gag groupers per person, and the length has to be at least 24 inches in length. And that's going to go towards the 4 grouper aggregate bag limit daily for each harvester in the state. Other groupers you might run into, red grouper is another popular one that fishermen get. Instead of the gag, it's going to be 20 inches in length, and the bag limit's going to be 2. So again, that's going to go towards your 4 grouper aggregate bag limit. So you could hypothetically walk away with 2 gags and 2 red, and then you would limit out. That'd be all your grouper for the day. Anytime that you're boating in the waterways, especially in the Bay Area, Tampa, Pinellas, it's really busy, high traffic time. Make sure you're aware of where you're going to put in. Make sure you have a float pan for the day. Make sure you have all your safety equipment, life jackets, fire extinguishers, throwable device. That's going to keep you safe out there. Make sure you tell someone where you're going to go, when you plan to come back, and just be aware of your surroundings. If you're new to it, be extra aware of high tide, low tide. That way you don't get stuck out there and you don't need a rescue. And always with Florida, be conscious of the weather, what it might do at the beginning of the day while you're out fishing and when you come back in. We just want you to be safe out there and enjoy the waters of the state. If you're out fishing from a boat on Gulf waters, make sure you register to the Gulf Reef Fishing Reporting Program, so that way you'll be sent a survey at the end of the season and you can report to researchers what you were able to catch in the Gulf fish category.
And if you have any questions about any of the regulations for the state of Florida, you can go to myfwc.com. If you're interested in purchasing a fishing license, you can go to gooutdoorsflorida.com, and you can get set up with anything that you need to learn and get registered for the state to go out and fish and do it safely.
Usar un chaleco salvavidas o dispositivo de flotación personal es una de las decisiones más importantes que puede tomar mientras navega. Hoy en día existen varios tipos de chalecos salvavidas disponibles, por lo que puede encontrar uno que sea cómodo y práctico de usar, sin importar lo que esté haciendo. Y gracias a los increíbles avances en tecnología inflable y al desarrollo de materiales innovadores, tanto la seguridad como la comodidad pueden ser una prioridad. Manténgase seguro, manténgase cómodo, úselo Florida.
Looking to cut energy costs? Our impact-proof windows and doors are not just strong, they're energy efficient too. Keep your interiors cool and your energy bills low. Save money while staying safe with Mr. Glass doors and windows products.
If we're trying to look for those groupers, there's bad weather all around us, so you gotta use your electronics as much as you possibly can, and it helps you. You want to be on top of that spot for the grouper.
Yes.
You want to be as close as to the ledge, to that hole, whatever, because they're very territorial.
That's right. They don't move a whole lot.
Right.
Especially in the wintertime when the water's cooler, they do not move a whole lot. Mm-hmm. But they're not like snapper. Snapper, I think, move much more. You know, but grouper just do not move that much at certain times.
Does it feel like him?
It feels like he's the man. Had a big pinfish on there.
Feels like he's a big boy. Another big gag.
He's a giant, but I think he's legal.
Oh yeah.
I'll probably try to lift him in and make sure good.
Oh, what a beauty.
All right. That'll work. All right. That's what he ate right there. Good old Mr. Pinfish. Here in the West Coast, we call them blacks, but they're gags. They're not true black grouper. True blacks are a little prettier, I think.
They're different.
They're different. Taste a little different too.
Hey, and I know what they say, but it came by everything. Maybe so. It could buy me a boat. Hey, and I know what they say, but it came by everything. Maybe so. But it could buy me a boat. It could buy me a boat. He can buy me a boat. He can buy me a boat. He can buy me a boat.
Who knows? It's not over yet.
Not over yet.
Not over yet.
And we'll be back.
Yes.
We'll fish again out of Tarpon Springs.
You know what? Doesn't mean I can't buy another one.
He can buy me a boat.
Well, no more Lorraine C and no more bows. Both are gone now. The bosses says goodbye. I may have a solution for these two. Bring the bosses American-made products like Relentless knives for the cooking. That's one way to remind them if there's no boat, there's no fresh fish. Made in USA, knives made here.
Remember, to be the best, you gotta be relentless.
Y estando en Tampa también visitamos a Bob's Machine Shop, donde se fabrican las planchas hidráulicas, también aquí en USA. Y gracias por hacerlo aquí en USA. Estos dos segmentos en Tampa, ya pronto en camino pescando en Los Cayos.
Hola Dios, ¿y cómo tú estás? Oye, vale, que te estoy esperando aquí en Tampa para pescar bass en el lago. Dale que te gano.
Pero claro que sí, esta invitación de Abraham en el otro lado del puente yo no me la pierdo. Vamos.
Te veo.
Yo vivo este gran momento, mirándote a ti, cuántas emociones siento, son tantas ya vividas, momentos que no olvidaré.
Ese sí.
Detalles de una vida, historias que aquí conté.
Se te fue muerto.
Pero yo estoy aquí.
Eres un muerto, se te fue.
Viviendo este gran momento.
¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó?
Dile a Diego qué te pasó.
Yo estaba recogiendo y cuando yo estaba hablando a mí, yo creo que el hilo se enredó con la vara.
Yo creo que fue culpa de papi.
Conozco el amor, sé lo que puede dar. A veces sufrir y no dejo de amar. Si lloré o si reí, lo importante es que emociones viví.
Cógela, Abraham. Cógela. Ábrele el freno a la vara. Ahora sí. Ahora sí. Bárbaro. Ahí es. Hace falta un dehooker del Bass Pro Shop. Vamos a abrirle el freno a la vara. Espérate. Ese es el tipo. Bárbaro. Dale un besito.
Mirándote a ti, cuántas emociones.
Bárbaro.
Mira, una trucha chiquitica.
Son tantas ya vividas, momentos que olvidaré.
Salió con una pedra.
Eso fue disparado.
Cogiendo caña de azúcar de nosotros, de Cuba. La más dulce del mundo.
Pero yo estoy aquí, viviendo este gran momento. Y a veces sonreír, disfrazar, sonriendo.
Happy memories just come easier on the water. Our founder, Johnny Morris, and his dad knew this firsthand. They created a boat that was more affordable. Tracker, the world's #1 best-selling fishing and pontoon boats powered by Mercury. Proudly built in Missouri and sold factory direct at Bass Pro Shops and select dealers. For as little as $5 a day, you can own a brand new tracker and make lifelong memories of your own. Bass Pro Shops, voted America's best outdoor retailer. Save even more and support conservation when you join the club.